everything, and all SK's going to get is... Oh, okay, he dewarded, but I don't think this is going to make much of a difference. They're disrupting again on bottom lane. So torrenting up onto the Luna, follow up with a spin, Illidan. Okay, first blood's the SD, Witchdot will taking care of that. But if they still kill off Illidan, this will be worth it, but they don't have the movement speed for it. Instead, they've got to turn around onto FNG with RMN's big fist just pumping through. He's got another leech seed available, and FN's got no way out. He's actually buying a TP scroll, accepting the fact that he won't actually die. He cuts through with... Okay, he will die. He cuts through with enough trees, but Illidan was there to get the last little stun off. They go for another disruption into Torrent. They really want this kill on Illidan, but FNG too late over on the Torrent. So F5, this lane is just going to go to town. FNG denies himself over to the Hellbear in the middle of the pulses of Leech Seed. Disruption when you do have a Conquer in the lane. Like, you're still kind of his setup. So he's going to disrupt again. Okay, he is so totally dead. Torrent isn't going to save Jack. And now you actually go for the paralyzing cask. There's no X marks a spot. It's another early tide.
Right now, like, there's no one bottom. Like, there should be...
Rotating top?
It, not rotating top either. I don't think you can rotate to a Ducks lane. Like, you're just going to feed that lane, I think.
Well, looks like FNG's already coming in for the kill. He hits a perfect torrent as Mag surges around. And Illidan will actually bring in his damage if they want to do something about this. But by doing so, he brought himself in range of the paralyzing cask. So they end up losing FNG. Lawless got Burrow Strike of cooldown in 1 second time with a level 3. Back to the drawing board. Still 4-0. The advantage is only 750 in experience and gold for 5.5 minutes in. So it's not too bad. And FNG is looking for his opening on bottom. It helps a lot when the Luna runs over to the side shop, gets stunned up, the paralyzing cask creating a little bit of space, but FN still got all that spin damage out. Now Iceberg comes in, X mark spot is up, and they'll drag back Yol, but okay, BZZ wants to try and fight this one. Starts with the Siphon, FNG's in close, but most of the Ultimate from BZZ will help take care of all of that. Ironman just helping with his Fists of War. No more Spirit Siphon, so everyone else bails out. But that's the first commitment of Exorcism, and it just gets a support kill on bot.
There's just no discipline from Illidan. I mean, he saw 3 heroes bottom.
They want to fight again. Iceberg's coming over. Throws the arrow out. RMM will tank it. There's no mana for Starfall. It's 5 mana off. But it won't matter. They find the kill.
Yeah, it was on Illidan, I think. Pretty sure. Because they saw 3 heroes bottom. All he needed to do was like play past it for like 10 seconds. Because if they went under him, not at a side drop, but like in the lane, and he like baited that with...
So he just relies on Soul Ring only.
I play a different style of Dux here. He plays the farm intensive, stay in lane the entire time kind of thing. I kind of like to play my team.
Oh, that epicenter. They need to disrupt up the Darkseer to keep him alive. Arrow flies in, hits perfectly over on the Luna. She doesn't have anything else to really give, and Lolik is ultimate. Committed, but for maybe no little reward. FNG doesn't have... will be able to escape. Just not able to find the perfect chain of abilities. This is going to be a little bit easier, however. Silence, Siphon.
Epicenter. What the hell's wrong with him?
Maybe he just thinks BZZ can do the job by himself, which, in the end of the day, he was able to.
I would have Epicenter.
Yeah,
yeah, but Drugs spin TP. They have to do this really nice, really smart.
Blink Burrow.
Nice.
Follow up Silence. Easy Spirit Siphon. So there goes the Juggernaut, and Illidan rotated down.
Very nice.
So they commit ultimates.
Like when you're playing Axe, you blink on like people out of position, you're about to kill him, but you don't spin. Instead, you die. It's like the game rewards you for being bad, you know.
Yol. Paralyzing cast, not going to bounce too far though, but Epicenter arrives in. The SD. Wait, no, the mech from Mag. Able to give a lot of life back again. Maybe not enough to keep the SD alive to survive a Crypt Swarm. Now she can be pissed she hit that creep thing until you've got like max capture and disruption.
Sorry, repeat that again?
Goodbye, Juggernaut. With the SD, like, because he went to 3 points up with disruption. Should he still be going back this? Because obviously he's going to get purged at level 6.
Man, I don't even know. Like, I don't play Shadow Demon much, but I definitely don't think this is the build. This is so not Shadow Demonish, not get Shadow Point, you know?
It does feel odd. Nice easy kill over on Lolik. Just a good chaining after FNG arrived. Might just because like Seema is just wanting to try and turn him. I don't know. It's like with Sunstrike, I can imagine it would be really good. Oh, nice committal. The silence lasts just long enough. He got a second point up in silence, and it lasted just long enough for Yol to finish the damage. Around the side of the ship, but he's got no follow through.
I'm gonna pretty much sit here from what there.
Yol. Oh, Omni Slash. None of it bounced to BZZ. BZZ was even walking there with Yol trying to get the Juggernaut to bounce over to him. Coming up, the Ancients and Mirana were still rotating down.
Yep. Like I said, pop out the take mid tower, because, you know, no Omni Slash.
Looks like they should be able to keep on going. Like, you've still got Eclipse up, Overgrowth, Death Ward, Epicenter, everything is available for F5.
Imagine if Shadow Demon and Shadow Poison, you could D-push, but no. Max Disruption, eh?
New.
Divide.
Nice Death Ward, Kunkka. The silence is there too, so he's not triggering anything. He may have just let like a random boat go. But now Vega will actually commit for the second. If F5 will have the confidence to go high ground this time. Great Yules.
Yeah, they're still pushing, but the amount of map they can farm is really small. Because they have like no towers. Basically only one tower. So you can only push so much, you know, and your team will slowly fall out, lose out on farm. Racks, that's what I would do.
I might give it a shot. Dust will trigger and they see RMN. X marks and Torrent. Lolik arrives at the right time. Doesn't actually have enough mana to give his epicenter. So Treant Protector will go down. I can agree to a point, but I can also say I've sat there for a very long time looking at Waldo maps for a little bit too long.
I guess sometimes you lose focus, you know.
Yep.
Forget where they are.
And Sand King, well, that's not going to be good for him. Hit by a boat, hit by an arrow with the stick charges. He's away on 12 HP. Yol's coming over to bring regeneration to him. Both Urn and the Voodoo, but now the Paralyzing Cask, Omni Slash, Lolik. No, he's still not dead. The spin, he burrows away. BZZ will take a fall. They all came over to help the SK was initiated on. But Mirana hits the perfect Aghanim Starfall, and F5 drop like rocks.
Yeah, same thing again, Toby. It's playing West Waldo. Then Luna's taking bottom tower, the one's having mid. Thinking, where else could they be? Oh, they're top, guys. Oh, I'm getting caught. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, now you're dead. No discipline.
And they also find the SK. If you're really looking for those hidden secrets.
These SK's like pinging. Ping, 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 ping. Oh, crap.
Now, they've been living armoring up this tower, trying to get it to survive, but FN's going to come in. He's got illusions. The Burrow Strikes from Lolik will help take care of a couple of these things. And now BZZ and illidan, they both combine their ultis. They're not really close enough to get anything to work apart from over on FNG, who sends the ship down and misses over on illidan. FNG starts its TP. That ain't going to work. As they just close the range and the exits and finished up the rest. Now there's mana for an epicenter. SD and Kunkka are down, so the two supports from Vega on the sidelines. Moonlight Shadow will try and help escape the rest of them out. If only Mag could get away from the rest of F5. Wasn't possible.
Doctor should have kind of initiated the scenes. You know how Europeans talk?
illidan, 4-star favorite from Seema, gonna catch him out. There's Torrent, there's Ship. They hold him in position long enough, but now in comes BZZ. Starts with the silence, trying to create a little bit of space. illidan, he just keeps getting vacked back into death. Took a lot to bring him down, but he's got no buyback.
Everybody's just eating.
Lolik. Dust's going to get triggered now. Diffuser Blade charge. He's going to Yule Scepter on. But X marks the spot still going to be on him, so there's no Burrow striking your way, and they just commit the Omni Slash. So that's now another hero down for almost a minute. And the arrow from Iceberg. It connects over on the Death Prophet. He'll have enough damage. Maybe not once the Yule Scepter brings him up. Now Treant Protector, Mirana, trying to find a way out of this one. He is totally boned. Support arrived just in the nick of time.
Which team is farming?
Epicenter follow-up. Quick silence. Arrows fly in to BZZ. Almost slowed up a little bit too much. He would have been hit by that Mag Vac wall, combining it with the Shiva's Guard. The Starfall is out there from the Luna, but who's it really connecting on with the Death Ward and that Death? Oh, it's not enough work from the Witch Doctor. Or maybe it is. If you can stop hitting the SK illusions, that'll be nice. But F5 has lost too many on the front lines. The SD disruption cause issues. Lotta can get a 3-man Burrow Strike, but they still see him. And we'll kill him off. And even the X mark over on Yol. This will be a 4-for-1 trade-off. No buybacks required. Takes a little bit longer thanks to the paralyzing cask. But the kills still go the way of Vega.
So if
It looks like he's doing it. Oh, Burrow strike up. Arrow well off target as Lolik already moved over to the western trees. Great paralyzing cask combining out with the death ward from the Witch Doctor. That's a gem of true sight of Vega on the deck. Not to mention 2 heroes. They just surge everybody away. Yol is dying. Yol is... Okay. Blink in. Iceberg takes 1 of the gems, so now we can battle. Is what got that kill. And now Iceberg is going to Starfall down, take out the mid wave, so then he can go to the top lane, attack the towers, and force a retreat from F5. Marana doing work.
He's owning, actually.
Gets out of range of the Burrow Strike. The Epicenter's going to hit. He doesn't have a way out of this. Has to tank the damage. Leap up in 4 seconds time, but that's too long. So F5 will be able to get that gem back again.
And,
it is kind of hilarious, though, that like when the illusions are copied up, though, like this Luna is still causing more issues for her team than the SD is causing just by being a natural hero.
Well, you look at that, Juggernaut also just from the MKB. If they waited like 1 to 2 minutes, they would have wolfed at MKB. This game would be entirely different.
Oh.
But Divine might have rushed her.
Oh, they're going to divide into the middle of an Aegis. Lolik Burrow strikes forward. The fact the wall is well off target. And oh my lord, Darkseer copped every single one of those lucent beams inside the Eclipse. Illidan just BKB'd and survived. I can't believe he, what happened there with the wall?
I don't know, but during vodka. Divine! Blind, that was a blind blink wall. That's why it wasn't
Wait, did they not bring in a gem? F5 has 3 gems. Arrows fly forward. They do manage to bring down the SD. Now FN. He has his Omni Slash available, but then Luna creates a whole bunch of illusions. Now the Omni Slash will go to work. Does he actually hit real things? Not enough damage. Illidan tanking through it. The Aegis Mortar will break while he's losing his teammates. F5 start to roll forward. FN spins and then blinks up. No one decided to do any kind of physical damage to him, so he just was able to do that. Healing, then the Burrow Strike forward from Lolik. Silence as well. No spin is still on cooldown for the moment. But that's why you just loose and beam him down. Vega lose 4. That is no Juggernaut for 80 seconds. Buyback is not available.
Do you do math?
I do math, yes.
So they're two dead on Vega, and they're playing as Aegis, right? So it's 3v6. And they're like, Divine, let's fight them.
Let's just do it, boys. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's not defend high ground, Raxus. Goodbye.
Oh, nice Burrow Strike. Caught the Marana mid-leap. Have to 4-star her down, but she's still on the Spirit side for Marana. That's her dieback. This could actually be it for Vega. They could be out in round 1 of the EU qualifier.
They're out. This game's over.
Oh, my lord. How does this happen as well? It looked like Vega actually had opportunities as well in game 2 to win. They get pushed to a decider and they just lose.
It's as if when Luna bought BKB, this game suddenly went 100 real quick, huh?
Oh, Mag, back, wall, the moment. Can they hold it with just what they've got? The Darkseer, what else can you do here? You don't even have a ship. You don't have heroes. You've only got basically cannon fodder. It's over.
Imagine if they had a Marana and Jug alive when they did shit like that. You know?
I know what you're getting at, man. I know what you're getting at. Patience is not a virtue we have been really shown from either of these teams. But F5, now they just feel so strong. Another good fact with the Omni Slash. The Dire Creep Wave soaks up a little bit of it, but the Luna finally goes down. Even with that Satanic, she does die, and FN is going to rip through the Treant Protector of RMN. But F5 aren't done yet. They buy back over on the Luna. They keep the fight going. The Juggernaut, for some reason, just pushing out the bottom lane. I don't think he realized that Illidan is pretty well set on taking out the tier 4 towers and exposing the fortress. Like Seema jumps in for a disruption, so at least going to make it so Illidan works against him with a quick spin and diffuser blade charge. They slow down Illidan. The Vac back in again, but the epicenter, it arrives in all of its glory. Mag, the Tranquils are not enough to keep him alive. The Juggernaut's down. His buyback is available. Still no Omni Slash, so he just has to man-mope this one. They get through BTC with a Barrier Strike forward from Lolic. Again, these disruption illusions causing issues. F5 do not have Megas. They don't have this unstoppable momentum, and they're committing their own buybacks. If you look at the buyback status, there's only 2 people that haven't bought back, and they're short the money. It's the SD and the bloody Witch Doctor. They're going in once again. Another disruption. Omni Slash, back off. Or not Omni Slash, just the basic attacks with a spin. Dropping Yol down. Yol wants to do more damage, but FM being torn apart by the Exorcism. I think finally the Vega wall will be broken here. They will GG it out. A disconnection from the Juggernaut before the game is over. But this is done. There she blows. And there goes the game. Fantastic Five will eliminate